How we doing, people? Ready and teach, ready to preach. It is a Monday. The last Monday before Easter, believe it or not, which is crazy to me.
Is that crazy?
I'm not used to having early Easter. So, yeah, for me it is.
Mm.
Boss man, how we doing?
Tis a Monday.
About to say, skipping a day.
I used to saying it's a Tuesday.
Yes. I mean, hopefully so, depending on what's going on. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Enjoy the Tuesday streams on your end. Nonetheless, we only got a couple of things to disclose today for the most part, but from what we're told, and this is from what our mod told us, this is the best cotton candy can in the game.
We're gonna
Now,
put it to the test.
I asked him if he prefers the Rogue. He says he prefers this over it a good amount. He said it's not perfect, but it's the best one on the market at this point in time.
I think this and Rogue are to be the main top two because I can't think of any other cotton candy in a can form wise that I'm over the top about.
I mean, there's not really the bucked up one. I think it's very mixed opinions, if you ask me, if that makes any sense. But I mean, I found it in Dollar Tree. Say it as you will, but me personally, I actually liked the bucked up cotton candy. I know Ty did not. But the Rogue one, it just has a certain sweetness to it. I can't describe like the bucked up one. Maybe it's got a little burnt tasting thing. Maybe it's the new level that affects the taste. I am not sure. But this right here, and ironically, I just noticed that's a Sean O'Malley special edition. Hopefully it stays around though, so help me God.
I think that's
Because
technically how all of these are, is the Sugar Sean cotton candy flavors.
Whatever the case may be, I hope that this is good.
Mm-hmm. Same. I have not been really disappointed yet by Ryse.
Actually, I have, just simply because if the rainbow sherbet or a sorbet, whatever you want to call it, that's probably because Tiger's Blood is incomplete, as you know. The rainbow sherbet was probably one of my least favorites, and that's actually kind of a compliment because they do a really good freaking job. The can on its good day, I know there's inconsistent cans with everything out there on the market. I mean, hell, dude, I grabbed a bottle of water, right? And this was Saturday. I had to go to do a side job. I was painting some walls. I go like this with the water. It tasted like grass, dude. And I'm like, what the hell happened here? It tasted like somebody dumped it out, broke the seal, filled it with freaking tap water from his hose, and put it back in a freaking shelf. All the pain. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. But my Dollar Tree found a Monster Ultra Gold, which was the pineapple. That made up for it. That said, you ready for this?
I am, because then after this there will only be one other flavor of Ryse we have not tried yet, which is the green apple sour straws.
Waiting for that to finally not be on a case on TikTok.
I was considering trying to find a Rogue candidate to compare these two directly.
At least you have the privilege to do so because you got that Michigan perk.
That smells so good.
It smells so good. It smells like a little blue raspberry.
I mean, it's probably the typical blue raspberry strawberry cotton candy style. Shout out to our mod, our fantastic friend Ty, for sending these cans.
Thank you, Ty. Love you, boss.
Shout out to the real one, day one.
All right, now I'm starting to smell it. It's sweeter. It's sweeter. You stir it up a little bit.
Oh, what are we doing? Some like wine to this? Like we just, yes, a little stir.
I'm not getting no decanter. I'm pretty sure I could find a decanter, but I'm not breaking it out for this.
Well, waft it into the palate.
If you insist. I feel like a jerk off doing
Actually, no. There's a gentleman on TikTok who is a energy drink. What's the term?
Connoisseur?
Not a connoisseur. Who are the people that like get all lapality about drinking wine, everything to flavor review it? I can't think of the name.
A taste tester?
That's like the basic term of it, but there's a fancy term for it.
I'm not Googling that one.
I'll Google that one.
But enlighten me. Are you referring to what CaffeineMan does or so, or?
CaffeineMan does more what we do.
Because I'm not like tasting this and spitting it into a bucket and all that crap. Although I find it interesting, like when, like when the wine tasters taste like the cheap beer and they rank them from 1 to 5.
I'm gonna butcher how to pronounce it, but it is called a sommelier. Sommelier.
A sommelier?
Yeah. It's a highly skilled and knowledgeable wine professional who has undergone formal training in all aspects of wine service.
Why?
How to pronounce it correctly? Yeah. Sommelier. That's essentially. But sommelier. How you truly pronounce it? Drinks. So he's strictly like reviewing the flavor and taste. He's not doing like anything to the formula or anything more. It's just strictly the taste.
So he goes by taste. He's like, yeah, too sweet, not too sweet. Or if you're in C4, you're always too sweet. All right. I guess cheers at this point.
Big cheers. Cheers to Ty. It's a fucking crime that these aren't everywhere.
Come on. That. Okay, Ty. This is it.
Yep. I have to agree.
Dude, this is it.
If you can't find this or if you can't go on the TikTok shop to get it, the Ryse Cotton Candy cans are still good, but this does beat it.
So there's this and then the Ryse Cotton Candy. Absolutely.
This is much better. Like you get the blue raz, you get the strawberry, you get every single note of the cotton candy.
Come on. That knocked it out of the freaking park, bro. Come on. Like, what are we doing?
It's light, but it still packs a punch.
Not too sweet somehow.
Mm-hmm.
You get the mix of blue raspberry and like a strawberry. It
is weird as it sounds. It even has that like fluffy taste to cotton candy. Like you could tell this is fluffy cotton candy. You couldn't miss you could not mix this up with anything else.
It's cooked sugar, not burnt sugar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What do you got for a rating, man? Because I got my easy rating.
This is now easily within top 3 for me on Ryse flavors. Easy top 3.
Yeah, same.
This joins the 9 club for me. 9 out of 10.
9 club, huh?
Yep.
Is there any can that's in the 10 club?
By Ryse or in general?
In general.
For me, for sure, would be the Rainbow Sherbet. That's a 10 out of 10 to me. I've never had a bad one. It's always good. And that's also if you like Rainbow Sherbet. Honestly, Ryse Baja Cooler, because it's just so similar to actual Baja.
That's in the 10 club?
Mm-hmm. I could always go for a Baja can. I've never had a bad one. It always tastes like actual Baja. It's like the flavors are so close. Good, like.
I'm very surprised that this isn't like. I know this is probably. I expected like 8 or 9 club, but now that you're like mentioning like different flavors and such, that to me that's in the 5 club. That's in the 5-star club. That's an easy one for me. Others, well, it'd be hard. It'd be very hard.
It'd be very hard.
Yes, yes.
I wish I had a case of this now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it sucks when they only sell it on TikTok. So Ryse, if you were ever watching, which we know you aren't, but if you were, get it off the shop, put it everywhere else. The fact that it's only on TikTok sucks.
Vitamin Shop and Nutrition Factory. Also on Supplement Warehouse. So, it was TikTok exclusive for a little bit now. If I'm correct, if this link would fucking load. Yeah. We go vitaminshop.com, 12-pack of cotton candy.
It is on
temporary.
It's on Amazon.
True.
On Amazon.
There's BOGO going on right now?
For what?
Is there really BOGO going on for Ryse at Vitamin Shop?
Oh, there may be. I don't have a Vitamin Shop near me.
Oh, Lord. It actually says there's 8 cases of these at my Vitamin Shop. Ooh.
Ooh. Well, you can get them on Amazon for $30, and they are under Prime shipping too.
True. Although my Vitamin Shop, I could just, if I wanted to, I could get in the car right now. Which I won't. You're very good to me, and I'm pretty sure they will stay there for a while. And it's weird. My Vitamin Shop caters more towards. There's not many people I know there that go there to buy energy drinks. A lot of them are still stuck on Monster and such.
And they also have the Sour Punch Green Apple on Amazon as well. So they have all the flavors on Amazon.
Ooh. Do not have the sour green apple on Vitamin Shop yet.
Honestly, man, hot take. Pink Splash by them is such a top favorite too.
Best strawberry can.
Yep. And then I will forever
Yo, Ty, let me know.
Classic.
Just DM me the details, brother. I'll make sure you get hooked up, man, and that'll be nice for next episode for sure. Goddamn.
This is definitely one of those cans I will either finish throughout the show or will finish happily after the show. Just like I did last week with the peach one, the peach and cream.
I have a feeling that you're going to kill this during the show. You know, if I actually want to stay up, or if I actually want to go to sleep tonight, I should probably point that a little bit away.
No, stupendous. Honestly, thanks again to Ty for sending these out to us. I have been eagerly anticipating for us to review this one because of how well Ryse cans are.
Wow.
And how good this cotton candy is.
I don't know. Prayers have been spoken.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know who they're going through for their flavoring or et cetera, or how they're getting to these flavors, but Ryse has some of the better flavoring cans out there, honestly.
Also, I just got in contact with Goblin today. So Jimbo is waiting for her to get so they could get their hands on this.
Oh, you still trying to do that experiment with them?
Jimbo said I haven't touched it, and then he was streaming with Goblin, and I finally just reached out and I said, I gotta find a way to ship these to you, and she goes, oh my god, I'm so sorry, and here we are, and I cannot wait to hear the results. Also, I gotta find maybe I'll give this one off to Joey.
What is that?
Lychee.
Oh,
You think that's going to me?
I don't know the look of their tubs a ton, so
No, I'm saying, do you think lychee is obviously in my palate?
no, I know you're not a huge fan of it.
I was about to say, you're freaking high if you think so. That ain't happening. Although I just kind of figured out that this is actually kind of a nice display for a tub. It's like tub of the week goes to
Something I would
palette
enjoy,
here.
and I have to find, is I wonder if there's any like clear boxes out there that can hold a tub. You know how like people have the clear boxes for like shakers or clear boxes for like Funko Pops? You know what I'm talking about? Display clear boxes. Yeah, it's just like a fully clear, transparent box, and they're just a lot of people would use them to hold like their Funko Pops in, or you would see them in the past, people putting shakers in them from like signed. So that way they're a display piece.
They're like the plexiglass fucking things. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's something I have to look into.
You don't think about just like a clean like box shelf of some kind?
I don't know, but I know that when Teacher's Tea comes around, I want to put at least one of those tubs in one of those clear boxes, because that is going to be a like forever memory piece.
So that I understand, but if you're wondering about like that where you can just like it's part of the shelf and it's beautiful, but at the same time it's easily displayed. Damn, dude, if I was in Michigan, I'd freaking just like just get some lumber and do it up. Try something, you know? Might be a tad heavy, but
So, Mr. Riley, what else do we have on the docket today?
so, for those who do not know, so CaffeineMan, and he's been doing what we've been doing, except for every video, he usually only does one can or one certain line. He is actually now a free agent. So I did not know this, but he went into detail about this. So he was thinking about, from what he claims in his recent video, declining of his extension with C4. But he at least wanted to email them and let them know about that and basically not burn the bridge, not have bad blood. But sure enough, he said, I waited for an email to show up. I waited for something in the mail. And then so much time passed by where he actually emailed out to him and they basically never got back to him. But I actually find out something that's very peculiar. So the Dr. Pepper company actually acquired C4.
What?
Yes.
So Pepsi now owns C4.
So just look into this for me, because I thought that Dr. Pepper was a Coca-Cola product. I'm sure. Let's look that up right now before we get into too crazy. I know it like rid the line a little bit, and then there's like Dr. Thunder and all that crap.
It is owned by Coca-Cola.
Okay, so I was right. Okay, so if you remember this, so since they are a Coca-Cola company, guess who owns 33% of Monster? Coke does. So he reviews them on the show, but he said it multiple times that he is not a fan of Monster Company. So that might have been a conflict of interest. I'm not saying what could back that out or whatever, but it seemed a little suspect.
So, like, looking into it, I guess it's almost like a 50-50 on who owns Dr. Pepper.
But there's like shares that go to Coke to a point, if I'm correct. So it's not like a complete owned company like Sprite.
Now, looking into it, it's like a bit of both. It's truly owned by Keurig Dr. Pepper.
Either way, if there's any tie to Coke, I can understand why, because it's basically like a small trace of just evidence.
The majority of Pepsi and Coke bottlers bottling Dr. Pepper are owned by PepsiCo and the Coca-Cola Company after their buyouts of the major bottlers. Presently, Keurig Dr. Pepper relies on its own bottling group to bottle and distribute its product in more than 30 states. Coca-Cola and Pepsi have essentially stopped bottling and distributing Cadbury Schweppes product in favor of in-house alternatives.
So I'm going under brands of the Coca-Cola Company website. Mm,
I think it's more dependent on region. I think it's dependent on region of who does it, of Coke or Pepsi.
yeah, it's not on there. What the hell? Okay, so they've gone independent at some point?
So, in the United
I'm
States,
curious.
Keurig Dr. Pepper does not have a complete network of bottlers and distributors, so the drink is sometimes bottled under contract by Coca-Cola or Pepsi bottlers. Prior to the initial Cadbury Schweppes investment turned buyout, 30% of Dr. Pepper / 7-Up products were produced and distributed by Pepsi bottlers and another 30% by Coca-Cola bottlers. The remaining 40% were produced and distributed by independent bottlers, mainly consisting of Dr. Pepper 7-Up pre-merger regional bottlers.
Wow, dude, Pepsi actually has more than I thought. This actually has much more than I thought. Like, for instance, I remember I didn't think Aquafina was a PepsiCo company.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Crunch, had no idea. Grandma's, the cookie brand, no idea. I had no idea they had Pearl Milling Company, formerly known as Aunt Jemima, Ocean Spray. Quaker Oats, had no freaking clue. And had no idea that they basically own Starbucks either. But that explains a few things.
It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I thought Starbucks should be its own, like, independent thing. Odd. Also, I'm happy that SodaStream actually took off, although when this family was on hard times with the recession and we saw that for the first time and my girlfriend thought that we were cooking meth, that's something that I'm going to remember forever. Always a story I love
Sometimes you gotta
sharing,
cook.
but yes.
Let them cook.
Let them cook.
Yeah, let them cook.
Yeah, cook, just not meth.
Yeah, cook.
Ah, jeez, dude. Jeez. So, if you are, I guess this is the one thing that kind of got me. And I understand that there's certain creators, and I'm not going to name them because I do not want to put anybody in jeopardy. But when we look at CaffeineMan, he had a deal with C4. He had a deal with another nutrition company where if you used his code, you would get 10% off your order. They would do random energy drinks and supplements and ship them to your door. It would be like a weekly package. It would be like week 2 or 3, whatever. You basically got 7 drinks at random shipped to your door. It would be like some sort of package. You know, he was part of the Dropbox or whatever with it. That fell through C4. I have no idea what the terms are about that, but currently he's a free agent now. I understand where this kind of goes into it because somebody like yourself, the first thing I actually thought about, and I was very happy that you were at the time affiliated with Glitch, but the one thing that I never wanted to have you get into was trouble of any sort.
Mm-hmm.
meaning that there's some energy drink companies, and I will not name them because I'd rather have them say it, not I. But they would say, absolutely freaking not. That's a conflict of interest. Meaning, why are you trying a Ryse when you were hooked up by us? And there's people that take it very personally. So when a guy like CaffeineMan is coming on, it's like, okay, let's say it's a Coca-Cola deal. And he's reviewing all these Monster products. And then he goes with a PepsiCo product and they give him a call saying, what the hell are you doing? Revoke it. So where do you draw the line as far as conflict of interest? Like if you're hooked up with an energy drink company, could you be hooked up by a water company? Could you be hooked up by another supplement company? You think you'd be able to help teach the audience about how that works?
That's all on a per company basis, and what they allow and what they don't allow, and how you're representing and how are you portraying. Some give leeway, some don't. Now, typically, if you're sponsored by one company, you can still take sponsorships by others. They just a lot of times are non-competing clauses. So, be an example of like I'm with Glitch, but if Gamer Subs want to reach out to me, I'd be like, nope, couldn't have both. Now, if I sponsor with Glitch and I don't know, for example, another one that a lot of people get sponsored by, for an example, just throwing this out there as a thing of like Gamer Advantage, they make prescription glasses and, monitor glasses. Like I could accept a sponsorship by them because they're not a competing company to an energy drink. I could accept a brand deal for keyboard and mouse peripherals because they're not energy drink competing clauses.
I think it was more so where some people, if this makes sense, I feel like some people say instead of like energy drink, they just classify it as drink or beverage. Like, let's say a protein shake company hits you up and goes, hey, Teach, can this work? And there's some people going, whoa, you got two drink companies? What are we doing?
I mean, protein is definitely different. Because, like, for the example, Glitch doesn't sell protein powder. So.
Correct. So that way it doesn't conflict of interest.
Yeah.
It's not like somebody said, I'll give an example. Let's say Quest hits you up. They don't make an energy drink. And honestly, I hope they don't. I just hope that they work on good eats. Concentrate on that. Like Form, they make the drinks and they make all the protein powders and stuff. Dude, drop the energy drinks and just keep on the protein products. Seriously, ridiculous. Like that's just me. I'm not sure how others feel about that.
It's all dependent on per case, per clause, per contract. Every one of them is a bit different.
Okay. Let's see. Going through the other stuff in the field. So, number one, I was actually thinking yesterday. I had my Anthony Bourdain type of vibes, and if anyone wants to make the Arizona blueberry white tea into a energy drink, please hit me up.
I don't think I've ever had it.
It comes in the bottle. Oh, shit! Let's not do that. Let's not fuck up the whole program.
Wait, that's Arizona? Oh yeah, it is.
That's Arizona, bro.
I've never seen it.
Wow. That's a first. I thought you had everything in Michigan.
Oh no, we don't have everything. We like our caffeine, but we don't have everything.
You want to know what the funny thing is, though, too? I only see that in mobile gas stations. I've never seen it anywhere else. Now, I have no idea if it's a thing to have a mobile exclusive Arizona. I don't care if that thing's $2. I don't care if it's $3. It's worth it.
Should only be $8 because Arizona fully believes in only still selling their product for 99 cents. And you know what? Shout out to Arizona for not raising. They are hard struck to sticking to their guns and their prices.
Speaking of which, I also the next announcement. I haven't bought a tub in a while, probably
Hmm.
since the last time. I know I'm trying to clear out powders. I gotta get samples, got sample cans, everything else. But this one I will be trying, and I need you and Recon to try those milk flavors and actually see if they're good. If not, I gotta resend them, and you two can try them together.
You want to try it so bad.
Yes, I do. I don't want them to go bad. And plus, guess what? We know that this line is sticking around because they got a new flavor for it.
Oh,
It comes out this week. It is Sneak Shake Banana Waffle.
banana waffle. Of all things, why banana and waffle? Like waffle, sure, but why banana mixing with waffle?
Banana waffle, banana pancake. I don't give a damn. Haven't we talked about banana flavors on this show enough and we're finally getting it?
Me personally, I
We
think
got,
like banana is
hold
one of
on.
the most weirdest tasting things in like a water form.
I understand, but this isn't a milk of choice. So think about it. Sneak gave us our cola, gave us our coffee, and now it's giving us our banana. I am not associated with Sneak in any way, but right now they're freaking killing it.
Or at least you're a fan of them trying things that aren't normally tried on the market.
I mean, shit, I have no shame in it. This one piques my interest.
Now, mind you, Sneak is from the UK, so maybe the Brits are really up to something here.
Well, I'm just saying. I do question some things, just like they question things with us. But as far as Sneak goes, I haven't had a problem with the Sneak Shake. I know we have to try some more things. Like I'm very interested in trying their orange breakfast. I'm very interested in trying the cola. They did bring their candy apple back, and I thought was a very good candy apple. Currently, it's the best on the market because Juju, the company as a whole seems in limbo, and we know the Dead by Daylight G Fuel Liquid Lullaby was missing the mark because they used a red apple instead of a green apple. Going, what are you thinking?
So what I'm hearing is you want more caramel flavors.
I mean, candy apple. I mean, if you screw up the apple or you use the wrong apple, you know what I mean. That's what is the X factor there. The sweetness. If you want to go sweetness, you could always either water it down or you could add less water to it, and you could make your own ratio. That's what's the nice thing about powder. But when you have a completely wrong apple, it doesn't matter how you water it down or lack thereof. A bad apple is a bad apple. There's no saving it. You feel me on that?
Yes.
Like if Glitch ever wanted to make a apple flavor, which, they have grenades, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea if they would do there we go, stand the test of time. If they wanted to do a candy apple, would they go green apple again?
Don't know how they would do it.
I think Glitch is worthy enough to have 2 green apples on the market.
I think you go
Sour
candy,
green
red
apple
apple.
and candy green apple.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you do green apple again.
I think you could because we already proved that the liquid lullaby using the red apple, it missed the mark. One's a sour, one's a candy. It just works like that. I mean, you had 2 cherry flavors at one point.
Sour and black, but
they were very similar. Very similar.
RIP the black cherry, which I did love. It's okay, the sour cherry is still good.
Now, when you ever send me those samples, the one that I'm actually looking forward to the most, I want to say it's probably the blood orange or the blackberry.
The blackberry, though. Blackberry. So really, you apparently were sent a couple questions this week.
Yes, I
Number
was.
one.
I was just about to get to that. So, the number one that we received was, now this is going to be a difficult one, at least to me. So, there's a bunch of people, they're like, hey, when I'm having burgers, I like a Coke with it, or whatever the case may be. The number one question would be, what's the best energy drink to eat a meal with?
Are we, first stipulation, are we talking powders or cans?
I think let's do both.
Okay.
Let's just name a few. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Okay, I technically have what I'm going to call a cop-out answer because they're similar but not similar, but the premise is still there. Can-wise, if I'm going to have a burger and I want a good like flavor to go with the can-wise, I would personally go Country Time Lemonade by Ryse.
That's not a cop-out at all because that's like the perfect picnic scenario.
But if I had to go with powder, I would say that Maui Punch by Glitch, because it's not lemonade, but it's a tropical flavor. Essentially, we're going with the tropical for a good burger in the summertime.
This might sound like a cop-out, but OG Red Bull.
Okay, because technically Red Bull, in a way, is an acquired taste.
I understand, but I think maybe it's like a cultural thing, but I think just me and the guys were just drinking Red Bull and eating whatever was local and just going, hey, cheers to it. Like, I mean, C4 is like let's crank it up. Monster's like we got a day of work to go. I think Red Bull's just like a good occasion. Now, powder-wise, if it's morning, I like to go like an orange or a citrus, some sort of fruit. I'm trying to think, like dinner time, I don't think like I could go with like a candy or something. Like I like a nice neutral. I'm not sure if it's a cop-out answer, not sure if I help, but the best thing I have in mind is pick a fruit, pick a backup fruit. If it's powder, look at the wall or the shelf, whichever your setup is. And similar to when you stop by the gas station, pick your poison. You can't go wrong with a good fruit on any occasion.
I would have to agree with the orange for morning. We'll go Ryse, what's it? Sunny D for can. Currently Z-Toxin, Glitch, because it's blood orange for more citrus orange. More replace that morning orange juice. Evening, we'll say dessert.
Actually, one thing to also throw in too is because I first off, I actually finally finished my cases of the Rockstar Focus.
Really?
I had the last can today. Yes. But that lemon lime in the morning was pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not, again, it doesn't taste the best. I'm pretty sure I got accustomed to it. But something about it, I don't know what. I can't describe it. Could be just me. And let's see. Like formula-wise, I can't sit down and have a meal with Ghost. You're probably thinking the same thing.
Yep.
You can't have something too sweet either, otherwise it's too filling.
You don't want something too bitter because it'll turn you off.
Yeah, if you have something too tart and you're having a good-ass meal, it's another conflict of interest. Otherwise, it's just like, hey, give me a glass of water and let me make do until I get back to my desk to carry the heavy load.
Generally speaking, though, I'm going to be real honest on the question. I don't ever think of pairing food with energy drinks. I don't ever really think about like, ooh, I'm eating this said food or I'm having this said thing. I got to pair it with this flavor and this is going to be this pair combination. Like back in the day when I used to vape and you'd have different e-liquid flavors, sure, I'd be like, okay, we're pairing this drink with this e-liquid flavor because they're similar, but like realistically, I don't ever really pair it with food.
I think it's kind of like weird because coming from an East Coast guy like myself, I guess it was, hey, what are we eating? And what flavor Arizona do we have? And this is going back over 10 years ago where every single gas station had every single Arizona flavor known to man. My favorite flavor to this day, outside the blueberry white tea that you just saw, it was the black and white tea. Hard to find them now, and Amazon, they sell them for more than $1 a piece. All the pain.
Good old Amazon.
Yeah, I know, but maybe it's just like, it could be just like for me and such. But I mean, again, you have that lifestyle where it's like, hey, I'm going to the deli, or hey, we're going to the gas station before we go to work at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. What's the drink of poison? I got one coworker that goes with a Lonnie cherry slushy. My boy Clay has been going with the OG Monster lately. And there's some guys that are like, all right, because they all know me. They're like, you're the energy drink guy. What are you pulling up with today? And I would be like, fellas, specimen of today. And they're like, all right, let me know. Like, I'm actually trying to see if I could, I'm not sure if somebody will like the Monster Irish Cream. I might have to bite the bullet on that one. I thought it was going to be good, but no.
No.
Teach, if you can, grab the Monster Java Irish Cream and let me know what you think.
Okay. I don't even know if I can find it yet, but I'll definitely try it.
Oh, no, it's available. It's available.
Is that the new one?
Yes.
Okay.
Although, I will fair warn you.
Irish Cream.
Do you like Guinness?
No.
Then don't try it. I'll save you the pain. I'll save you the misery. So the way that I describe this is, you know how there's Irish coffee and you know how there's Irish car bomb?
Mm-hmm.
I call this Irish truck bomb. It's coffee. It's like a half and half coffee and Guinness.
I've had some Irish car bombs, but those you drink quick.
I'll take Guinness regular, thank you.
Look, if I had to drink Java Monster, it's Loca Mocha all day. Fight me on it.
I don't know, man. I gotta go with the. If I'm having a Java Monster, I'm going with the white can.
The white can?
Yes.
There's a white one?
Yes.
Vanilla Light.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever had it.
I found it a case at a Dollar Tree and for review, and I think it's the best one, truly. Although the Irish, not the Irish cream, the Irish blend. The Irish blend is pretty good. The Irish cream, abomination.
Now, really,
because, dude, if my boss gave it the smell test, he might pull me into the office. Like, it's like Guinness with no alcohol. Vanilla Light's been discontinued. Oh my god, the pain. Why did I just notice that? Oh my god.
Actually, we also have another question in chat, which is directed at me, but I think you're the proper one to answer it. So, Teach is back?
Teach is back? Oh my god.
I've been back for almost 2 months now, baby. Glad to have me back.
Yes.
Now, the last topic per se, this is going to be fully directed at Relly because he has way more knowledge on this than I will.
Well, I was involved with, there's a Facebook group that I'm involved with that's about,
I'll let you explain the name of this.
It's about high school and college baseball athletes, and some of them do end up having careers. And what one of them did was he was saying your energy drinks are going to make your athlete fail an NCAA drug test. So this went back into the nurse, which, by the way, there was no follow up on this, and comments were deleted XYZ. Remember, there was the video that somebody poured Celsius into a drug test and it tested positive for cocaine and opioids? Well, do we not remember that that's what happened with Red Bull many moons ago? Just pulling it straight up half and half here, just calling it straight down the line. So, first off, that claim that if you drink Celsius is going to make you fail a drug test, bullshit. And if anyone wanted to know, when I was working waste management, it was the job before I have now. That's when I wore a hard hat, high vis, and had some dangerous accidents. And hell, I even told Teach that there were some times where I literally cheated death at that job, and that's how I got the hell out of there. Don't worry, your boy's safe. I didn't get exploded by propane. That's legit, actually. That's not some bullshit story.
That is the important part.
But they actually gave me, just like what they do with the other guys at the yard, they gave me a random drug test. The only thing I could think of is maybe they saw me with a cheap cigar and thought it was weed, or they thought the stuff I was drinking was some sort of whatever. But to say the least, if you drink G Fuel, you're going to pass a drug test. You're going to be fine. The way that this was described was, again, Teach, you're going to find this hilarious. They're trying to say that if you drink energy drinks, you're going to fail a drug test.
Who's they?
Some that thought it was going to be part of, hey, I coach college baseball, or I'm a coach, or, I'm a parent of a student athlete, XXY, YY, ZZZ. And the way that this would kind of go about is, that's like me saying, I ate a poppy seed bagel, I peed in a cup, and I failed the test. Like, what are we doing? From what we were told, that's basically saying a 100-pound man would have to absorb 600 milligrams of caffeine and within the hour pee into a cup to fail the test. So, again, and the one thing that they were actually endured with is they were concerned about mainly guarana, which is, of course, the caffeine source. But me personally, the problem is that you can't identify caffeine from other caffeine. And if you look at the powder energy drinks that we usually Teach, it's coffee bean. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, a lot of brands will use coffee beans or other...
It's black or green coffee bean or tea-based.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we've genetically proven that the coffee bean works the best for caffeine source. And, of course, natural instead of synthetic. And if we go through a couple of labels... Let's see. We have right here on this glitch tub, natural caffeine from green coffee bean. Although, humor me here, Teach, I'd actually like to see the difference between black and green coffee bean sometime. That'd be a hoot. Just because I don't think I've ever seen a green coffee bean.
I don't think I have either, honestly.
Weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've grounded coffee and everything else, but let's see. I feel like this is like, this is interesting because I thought these would be like lentils or something. This looks like something like that my mother would put in a soup.
Oh, sensu beans.
Yeah, this is like something my...
Yeah, sensu beans.
I thought they were lentils, honest to God. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying I've never seen it at the grocery store. I've never seen it at a farmer's market.
Mm-mm.
I haven't seen it at Dunkin'.
Duncan and your donkeys.
I haven't seen it at Cumberland Farms either.
What's that special name for that place?
Cumbies.
It's hilarious.
Yes. Ironically, the other day I got they make these breakfast empanadas.
Mm-hmm.
That are a real good treat in the morning. It's a sausage, egg, and cheese empanada, 2 of them, and they're like $4. Not the best thing in the world, but helps carry the load. I swear to you, though, this actually got me curious because I'm glad we actually got to see a green coffee bean for once. of all the years we've been doing this, we have never seen a green coffee bean until now. Is there anything else that anyone would like to ask? Anything to add, Teach?
Not that I can really think of. Is Relly back? Relly is indeed back.
Hey, by the way, good looks on you with the geared gaming post. The new hair's shooting you, man. It's suiting you.
Got that Carisi look again.
I'm pretty sure Recon's all for it, isn't she?
Look, I'm just saying I haven't seen me or Carisi in the same room before, so
the fact that you're actually owning up to it now. So there's been an acceptance to it, eh?
Huge.
Anything else that we're looking forward to trying outside the banana sneak? Ooh. So we got the sour green apple can. That's going to be coming.
That one for sure.
That. I'm trying to look around. Let's see. I'm trying to get some G Fuel samples soon.
You know what the funny thing I thought about it was we actually haven't really tried or sampled any of their product in a very long time.
Well, that's why I'm trying to actually get a hold of something. If I think there's something relatively worth your time or something intriguing, I would obviously let you know. Like just today, now available for 1 hour. What the fuck? This is the Duke Nukem. It's called Ego Boost. The flavor is actually very intriguing to me.
I saw that and it sounded a little weird to me.
Cherry orange pomegranate. Now, if you remember, clickbait was cherry pomegranate. So, have you ever tried like a raspberry orange before of anything?
Not that I can say off the top of my head.
I have. I think I've tried oh wait, never mind. That was cranberry. Orange. Okay. So I'm wondering how that would actually taste. I was wondering if, I don't know, is it like clickbait, but it's a little zesty?
Maybe.
I think that might be a hit or miss, but outside of that,
honestly, there isn't too much new on the market for me to think of new-wise coming out that I would know of.
I sent a couple of things to... There's a couple of samples I was looking forward to trying. It's just a matter of when. And he could take his sweet time. We all got lives. And I'm looking forward to try.
We've all got lives and we all got wives.
Actually, there's only one place in my area that I know sells them. That's a 7-Eleven 2 towns over. They have accelerator cans. And I'm looking forward to trying more of those.
I have a ton of those here. You've been wanting to try that?
Yeah, you never came, and this never came up, has it?
Mm-mm.
I've tried one or two. The cherry limeade is good. The rocket pop is good. It was just one of those things where I feel like it was one of those brands where we just kind of put on the back burner, I guess.
Look, if anybody wants to make a small donation to the podcast, because again, we make $0.00 the past 3 years doing this. If anybody wants to make a small donation, I will try every single Celsius flavor on the market because there's too many.
Or at least pick like 3. Just like pick like, hey, you gotta try these 3 flavors.
Then again, I've never tried Celsius. Other people seem to love it, and I don't understand how Celsius took the world by storm and they're so big now. I don't get it.
I told you what that answer was. It was straight up women flaunting their ass at the gym and bullshit influencers.
Oh, see, I thought that was Bang.
If anyone wants to say different, saying that was a Bang replacement, contact me with the said bridge you want me to sell you. You want it in Manhattan? Great. You want it in Jersey? Great. We'll start the paperwork. I take cash and lots of it.
You want Jersey?
Hey, if they want me to drive to Jersey just so I could pull up paperwork and sell them a bridge, by all means, grab the duffel bag and I'll drop the bullshit contract for gays. I mean, I do have Jersey ties. Rest in peace, Hugo. But
RIP.
yes. Grandfather was a good man. Very good man. But that's gonna be funny. Although, to make it a little more spicy, because I feel like similar to something last year where we're waiting for this. Remember last year it was like we're waiting for the summer and the fall transition, and all the companies were like waiting for like a month to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Like usually it's like, hey, great, it's Labor Day. Here's fall. We're waiting for that to happen for like a month. It's starting to feel like that again for winter going into the spring. It's technically spring. It's warmer. But as far as the announcements, it's a little dry at the moment.
Yep.
So how about we add another segment since we have one can that's showing up at our doorsteps? I got an idea. We handshake this. Air handshake this. You pick a brand and can flavor, and I do the same. This could be good. This could be bad. We got to go to a gas station, hunt this out, and try it.
So the challenge is that we go find something that we have not had before and try it?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm trying to think of what have you not had?
There's been plenty I haven't had. I haven't tried a lot of Celsius. I haven't tried a decent amount of Monsters. I haven't tried much of the Monster Java line. I think I've tried every Red Bull. I'm also trying to think of what you haven't had, and at the same time, I also kind of want. I also want to stick to like your palate. You know what I mean?
Don't worry about that too much, because that may be the harder part.
Well, actually, by that I mean I want to give you a sugar-free drink so you can truly enjoy it.
Oh, I will give you one if you haven't tried it. And this is first attempt. Rockstar Strawberry Whipped.
Have I tried it? I'm unsure, but I'll try and look for it, but it's so hard to find Rockstar around. We're gonna need like a backup. Just in case. Tell you what, it's also hard because there's a GNC by you, but not a Vitamin Shop.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one thing that I found that was actually this was a complete shot in the dark. So I'll give you 3 and see if you could actually go with this. So if they have at your GNC, Gorilla Mind, I think it's Berry Blast.
Mm-hmm.
It's the blue can. Comparable to your G Fuel Phaseberry can. I think it's better personally. Let's see. Celsius Cola, if you can find it. Yes,
Generally
that's
made
a
a
thing.
cola.
I was surprisingly all right with it. Since we talked about the subject at hand, Celsius Orange.
Okay, so you want me to try to find Celsius?
Well, I could name more for you, but let's see.
Okay, here's the backup.
You got 2
Alani.
backups?
I got one more backup. It's the new Alani I tried the other week.
Orange Kiss.
Orange Kiss. Alani Orange Kiss.
Now, I found the other orange. I did not find Orange Kiss. Which also, I wonder if that's a reskin of the Mimosa.
I don't know, but it looks like it's sold at Walmart, Vitamin Shop, and GNC.
Yeah. It's also weird, too, because my Walmarts don't have anything around. They got the flavored Red Bulls. They got Monster variety packs. They don't have G Fuel cans. They don't have Ghost cans. The one in my town doesn't have the Alani. The other one does. But it's inconsistent. But I was very surprised to see Alani have the Mimosa cans in there, and also very shocked. But at the same time, it makes sense. I saw a case of every single outside ice pop, the Prime cans. They're releasing new Prime hydration flavors. Outside the ice pop, and I think they had to by popular demand. Where's the new can flavor ice Prime? Hurry it up, baby. You're breaking them here.
So with that, we'll try to find the cans.
I'll try and find them. So I'm going after
Rockstar
Strawberry Whipped, and
Alani Orange
going
Kiss.
after Alani Orange Kiss. Now that's gonna be a little bit of a trip for me. I think I'm gonna try though. I got a week. And as far as your end, well, GNC's not too far away. If you
I can find the one Celsius.
We'll see.
You said cola and what?
Orange.
Okay,
just
orange.
Plain orange.
Okay, I can
But
find that.
I would say any Gorilla Mind personally, the blue can preferably, because I just had that recently for the first time on Friday, and I thought it was it's a good mid comfort flavor. I thought it was good, but I take that for the formula personally.
You digress.
Yes, and then I've only seen the Celsius Cola at Vitamin Shop, but I've seen the Celsius Orange everywhere. Now, there's so many Celsius flavors where I'm like, why are you reinventing the wheel? Carbonated, not carbonated, tea, green tea, regular, seltzer, this, that. Instead of just cut the bullshit and go orange. Basic as all hell. And if you can't find that, I'm very surprised. And to say the least, though, I got my work cut out for me. And there's plenty of Celsius I have not tried or given it its proper flowers. For better, for worse, I have no clue. But if it gets to a time where it goes like Sunday night and I'm like, hey, boss, I couldn't find these two, I'm going to hit you up and we will make a Twitter announcement of what goes here. It's going to be like LeBron and Carmelo Anthony waiting on Twitter announcements for free agency. Although, just remember, people, if you own a brand and you want to do business with CaffeineMan, First off, I would suggest have a can brand. And number 2, let them cook.
Let him cook.
Yes.
And on that, episode 109 in the books.
Looking forward to next week to try new things for better or for worse. Mind you, I didn't tell you to grab C4.
I know, I thought of that.
I know you thought of that, and you're like, this son of a bitch is going to give me C4. Watch.
I was thinking that too.
I had it in the back of my mind, but again, I got you once, Carisi.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't going to be mean. And besides, when you're trying to get into chill mode, I'm gonna have you thinking of pumping the iron on your day off.
I could.
I didn't want to do that. Come on. I'm not that much of a ball breaker, am I?
No, you're not.
Oh, thank goodness. Jeez.
But if you want the best cotton candy can in the market, find you a Ryse can, because that is the best cotton candy, Rogue being second. We're one episode away from 110. That's episode 109 in the books. Hopefully next week we'll have some other cans to try for the first time. Hoping maybe we can get the green apple sour straw Ryse. If not, no worries. We have our little silly can challenge as well to do.
Yeah, and with that, everybody, we're going to make this a special outtake here. Everybody, please fight the sinus infections coming away. It's change of season. It's that part of the year. Again, we've all kind of been feeling it a little bit. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay warm, drink your freaking water. Everybody enjoy yourselves except the virus, and fuck the Dodgers. Everybody, have a good night. Take it easy. See you next Monday.